If you're a woman aged between 25 to 64 years, this video is for you. The cervical screening is routinely offered 5 yearly to women between the ages of 25 to 64 years. However, if you are from a country where it's not routinely offered, you need to find a way to get it done. Now, I've gotten a couple of messages about what happens if your test comes back positive for HPV virus. So the cervical screening tests for two things. The first one is the high risk HPV. HPV simply means human papilloma virus. The HPV has been found implicated in causing cervical cancer, throat cancer, vulvar cancer, penile cancer, anal cancer. So the cervical screening checks you if you've got the high risk HPV virus, and it also checks for cytology. Cytology means checking for abnormal cells at the neck of your womb. This is what your womb looks like, and this is the neck of your womb, and it's called the cervix. Cervical screening, cervix, yes, checking the cervix for high risk HPV. So now, if your sample comes back negative for HPV virus, you simply go back to routine recall. So which means that you're going to be having your test in another 5 years. So prior to now, it used to be 3 yearly from age 25 to 50 and 5 yearly from 50 to 64. However, the current guidance has changed. If your test comes back positive for the high risk HPV, then they automatically do cytology. If your cytology comes back showing abnormal cells, then they will refer you for colposcopy. Colposcopy is a fancy name for a camera test that goes through the vagina into the neck of the womb. It basically stops here and checks the neck of the womb for any abnormal cells or any abnormal looking cervical changes. They will slice it off and they will send that sample for histology. Now, if that sample comes back showing a precancer, then you are going to be having a repeat cervical smear in another 6 months. Now, let's go back to if you test HPV positive at your screening and your cytology comes back normal. So they would wait for another 12 months to repeat your sample. And what they expect to happen is for your body to fight the virus. Evidence shows that 60% of women would come back to have a negative HPV repeat test at 12 months, which means their body would have fought the virus. However, if at that 12 months your test still comes back positive for high risk HPV, they will repeat your test again in another 12 months time, right? That's like 2 years cumulatively. So if at that 12 months your test still comes back showing HPV, then they would automatically send you for colposcopy. So did you find this video informative? Kindly let me know in the comments down below. And please share this video on all your social media platforms because you might be helping someone without even knowing. Thank you.